What's going on, everyone? So, just woke up and realized my last video, the one I requested by saying, hey, if it gets 200 likes, I'll make a video discussing the future of the Lair of Darkness structure deck and Dark Saber set. And I'm going to do just that. Thank you guys for being so awesome. Before I get to the actual video, I'm going to start off by saying, if this video gets 200 likes, I'm going to make a video discussing why I believe people complain so much about the Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG dying as a game. Because I personally believe we get so much flack. People tell me all the time, oh, you complain too much, you're trash, etc., etc. And I'm just like, bruh, people have good reasons to complain about why this game dies and they opinion on the game dying. So I do really want to make that video, so if you guys want to see my rant video on me giving you guys an explanation on why people like me talk so much about the Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG potentially dying. Give the video 200 likes, I'll make sure I put that video out there. Also, the two videos before this one, a lot of people have been asking me about the Duel Links video, my Duel Links rant. That video only got 182 likes. I need 18 more people to go like that video. It's the video, I'll have it up here. You can click on the iCard. Almost there, it's at 182 likes. Get that video 200 likes, you get the Duel Links rant. So that's how it's gonna work for moving forward. Because I see you guys like hearing my opinion on the game. I see you guys like my rants, so I'm just moving forward with the like system and see how it works for you guys. All right, let's get into it. Without further ado, let's begin. Lair of Darkness structure deck. What is up with this deck? Hold on. It's not wine right now. I just woke up, got a little bit of water. That's how we do it over here, raw and uncut. What's up with this deck? It was a structure deck that was released, and it has a lot of potential. You play Lair of Darkness, turn everything dark on the board. You get the ability to shoot off your opponent's cards. Why is it not seeing an enormous amount of play in the TCG as I predicted, as a few other YouTubers predicted, as people just was hyped up for it? The deck seems to be flopping. Well, for starters, we don't have a freaking ban list. That's huge because we do have overpowered decks by the Lair of Darkness standard still in the meta. Trickstars at full power. You have True Draco, that's pretty good, new version of that deck. We also have ABC, the new version of ABC that can run link monsters and they can do its own little link spamming, spirals, and much, much more. Lair of Darkness deck is inherently a slower deck, meaning unless you full force virus them, even if you full force virus them, you're not guaranteed to win. After doing some research last night, I've seen a lot of games of people, well, this is Brandish, I'll go into that a little bit later. But I've seen a Brandish versus a Lair of Darkness deck, and Lair of Darkness deck full force virus, and he still lost. So that just goes to show you like how good and or bad the full force virus version of the deck is. But with that being said, that does not give an excuse for the deck to do bad. The deck should be doing good in theory. My resolution is, I believe people haven't tested enough with the deck. Now, I personally haven't had enough time to build my full real version of the deck. I mean, I tinkered around with Masked Hero version. I tinkered around with the Monarch version. Now, out of those two versions I tried out, Masked Hero version was 10 times better than the Monarch version. Reason being, Dark Law is a beast of a card. I was able to OTK with it. And the Monarch version, for better or for worse, was kind of bricky at times. I mean, you're gonna inherently get that with Monarchs, but with that being said also, Monarchs is still a solid deck for what they are and for what they provide for the game, and being a deck that budget and want people to play without an extra deck. Now, moving forward for Lair of Darkness, because I feel like just the fact that we don't have a ban list yet, and the fact that people aren't trying to tinker enough with the deck, trying to think outside of the box. Not saying that I have, but I've been trying here and there. You can't break a mechanic if you're not going to try to break the mechanic to its full extent. But not saying that everyone hasn't been trying, they just haven't found the right mode, they haven't found the right goo, as cool Yu-Gi-Oh! Players like to say. Moving forward though, ban list comes out. Trickstars get weakened, True Dracos get weakened, Spirals get weakened. ABC potentially get weakened because that's a deck that's been around for a while. I can realistically see Konami hitting ABC only because it's been around for a while. Konami has been known in the past to hit decks that don't do much, that's kind of underpowered, but it's still playing in meta. A great example of that was playing Synchro back in 2012, where they came in and just crapped on a bunch of different decks. Plant Synchro fell under their deck because it was a great deck that people could still use, that was rarely kind of cheap, that competed with the big dogs like Windups and Sectors and Dino Rabbit. Konami's like, we can't have that. We can't have that, dog. So they pretty much slaughtered that deck in order to push the product, because that's how Konami goes. They want to push the product, right? So moving forward, ban list happens. Whatever happens on the ban list is going to boost the power of the Lair of Darkness deck. In the OCG, versions of the deck that's good. In 408, Brandish. Now, 408 is good in the TCG to a certain degree. From what I've been hearing on the Yu-Gi-Oh scene, people say the Inferno version of the deck is kind of bricky. The version of the deck is kind of bricky, but when it goes off, you can use your Inferno monsters to shoot off your opponent's cards and gain an amazing amount of advantage over the opponent. Which is why it does good in the OCG, because in the OCG, they don't have to worry about getting Masterpiece, because Masterpiece got slaughtered over there. Spirals is still good over there, but that got slaughtered as well. So OCG, the metagame is kind of weaker, and you have triple max C to back you up. So when you got a metagame with triple max C, pretty much an easy hand trap, an easy accessible hand trap, your weaker decks get stronger because everyone already has those cards. Those cards are so old. Now, as far as so I think moving forward, that's to wrap that Lair of Darkness part of the video up. The Lair of Darkness deck gets better once the ban lists come out. The best versions of the deck will be Inferno 8 and Brandish based off OCG results. And I'm gonna try to make my own pure version for the TCG to move forward with how powerful I think the deck will be. Keynotes for my deck, I'm just gonna use Mass Change number 2, and I'm trying to figure out a way to keep the hand advantage high. Pot of Desires is a good way to do that. Another good way to do that is Card of Demise. Card of Demise may or may not get hit in the next ban list because of it's been a card has been abused for a while now, so I don't want to invest in that deck. Into that card rather. Now, Brandish, Dark Saviors. Dark Saviors for my choice in this month. I forgot the date. Don't ask me because I forgot. Main thing you gotta worry about for Dark Saviors, the Brandish archetype, aka the refurbished Zodiac deck, aka I had to watch a few games on YouTube to see how good it was, aka you guys are gonna hate that deck because it reminds me a lot of Invoke, where in a sense it runs off of one monster and it does a lot with that one monster. Brandish Maiden Ray. You summon her, you can use her effect to trip herself off, bring out one of her link monsters. The link monsters can add a Brandish spell or trap during the end phase. They pump themselves up and do things by in the multiples of 100 based on the amount of Brandish spells and traps in your graveyard. The Brandish spells and traps all have a variety of effects when they're on the field, and they don't really require you to have a maiden on the field to activate them. You can just activate them. And I believe if they have a maiden on the field, they do extra damage. One pop spells, one pop monsters. One allows you to search out a Brandish card and draw a card from your deck. They all have different things, right? And in theory, you would think, okay, this deck ain't that good, right? I mean, it seems bricky. Man, what I'm telling you. I just seen people go, boom, maiden, boom, boom, link monster, boom, boom, play my spell, pop that, search this, put this back in my deck, search draw. I'm just sitting here like, link off again, make this monster, make the other Brandish maiden now, plus again. So I'm just like, wow, this deck is broken. Pure Brandish, bro. That deck. Pick up that deck. Tier 1, off back, tier 1. It's controlling the OCG. A lot of players, it says it reminds them of Zodiac. Because Zodiac, you take one card, you gain a lot of advantage. And with the Brandish, you take one Brandish Maiden Ray, you gain advantage. And then they have that one card, can't think of the name because they're all different names. So Brandish Quick Play spell where you activate it, you make a token. You can use a token from Link Summoning to bring out the big guys. And it's just all over the place. And they have one to take control of opponent's monster. So I watched the YGO Pro replay where this dinosaur player made a big field and got the Brandish guy down to like 1,000 or some crazy number like that. And they try to OTK the Brandish guy, and the Brandish guy goes, okay, bring out the token dies, my turn draw, play the spell, take control of that monster, Maiden Ray, bring out the Link monster, OTK. I'm just like, with the Macaulay Culkin face, like, ah! So, guys, Brandish, Dark Saviors, insane. Invest in Dark Saviors. I don't care what nobody make a video. Invest in Dark Sabers. Brandish archetype is gonna be insane. Vampire archetype is gonna be in that set as well. That's for the rogue players, the players who want to be cute and play something different. You can pick that up as bulk, but the Brandish is definitely gonna be the next tier 1 deck. It's gonna completely shift the metagame one way. Another popular Brandish version of OCG, like I said earlier in this video, is Brandish Lair of Darkness, where you run Darkness Diablos and you run Lilith. Now, with those two and coincide with the Brandish deck, Lilith, you can use her while you have the Lair of Darkness on a board to distribute off your opponent's monsters. And you guys already know, Darkness Diablos, you bring him out. He's just a good boss monster to have. So those two engines combined together can make one powerful deck, which it has in the LCG. Brandish and the Lair of Darkness deck, there are more to wrap this video up as a whole. I don't want the video to be too long. They're more of sub-engines that go on other decks, very similar to the Artifact engine, where it's good by itself, but combined with other decks make it better. But if you combine the sub-engines together, you can make literally a conglomerate decent deck. Like, you can literally combine that. I just thought about it. Brandish, Artifact, Lair of Darkness, and just do something funky like that. Because I already seen at Locals this guy named Sam, pretty cool. He made a Artifact Lair of Darkness deck, and it was pretty lit. Like, he was just wrecking people with it the last time I was at Locals. So, closing statement to this video. Like I said, Lair of Darkness is it's a dud right now. Give us the ban list, Konami, and moving forward to the next format when Dark Sabers come out, you guys are gonna see an increase in that deck being played. And also on the other pendulum scale, Brandish comes out, it's gonna pretty much crap on the meta. It's gonna take over a huge meta shift. You're gonna see about 40% of YCS tops take over and abuse that engine in some form of fashion. So as I said once again at the beginning of the video, 200 likes, you get my next rant video on why I feel like it's okay for people to complain about the Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG dying. There's a lot of people always complaining in the comment section, making videos, etc., saying people shouldn't complain, Yu-Gi-Oh's not dying. But it's like, bro, I'm on the spectrum of Yu-Gi-Oh's not dying, but it's on a decline. Reason being, no little kids. Like, without the kids, there's no future. You have to be foreseeing with that topic. Like, you can't just say the game's not dying because YCS numbers are turning up. You got to be really foreseeing and saying, okay, 10, 15 years from now, where's the game going? Now, most people probably don't care because they're in their 20s, they're in their 30s, late 40s, and probably be like, well, whatever, I don't expect to play Yu-Gi-Oh! That long anyway. But if you're very passionate about the game like me, who really cares about this game and whose game has been part of my life since I was 12, even if I'm not playing, I still want to see the game flourish because it's a big part of my childhood. And I would love to see my son be a next generation Yu-Gi-Oh! Player, because who wouldn't want their kid to grow up and doing things that they did and experiencing and having the fun of traveling like I did? So ain't nothing wrong with people complaining about Yu-Gi-Oh! Potentially dying based on a factual opinion and based on actual, because it's a good argument on both sides. Ultimately, I'm more on the side of it's on a decline for specific reasons, and if I get that like threshold, I will make that specific video. Also, like I said, Duel Links video almost met its threshold, so if you get the threshold on that video before that, I go ahead and make that Duel Links video. I need 18 people to go over here and like that video. So, all that being said, post your thoughts and opinions about this video in the comment section down below. Subscribe if you haven't. If you're new here, I make Yu-Gi-Oh! Videos often, pretty much every other day. Rants, discussions, deck profile, etc. So if you guys like what you see here, want to see more of it, hit that subscribe button for more. So with all that being said, guys, this is InnovationYGO, and I'm signing out. Peace.